grateful for that. And then having VC to start off next year too, definitely get the team upgraded in, because I'm not done yet. This is just me getting started. I'll be back 2K26, top of the leaderboard, same thing, getting back at it. But also the shirt. I'm definitely gonna be wearing the shirt the rest of this year and next year. Represents 2K2Give Award shirt. And once again, thank you guys. I'll see y'all again next year.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Charlotte Hornets. At small forward, Josh Okogie. At the other forward position, Miles Bridges. At center, Mark Williams. At shooting guard, Brandon Miller. At the other guard, LaMelo Ball. The head coach of the visiting team is Charles Lee. Let's meet the starting five for the Boston Celtics. At the point, 6'4".
Let's go, number 4. My ADHD was about to have me skip this, but I just realized I let that entire team. Might as well let mine.
7'2", number 8,
Porzingis. Okay.
At the small forward position, at 6'6", number 7, Jaylen Brown. At forward, number 0, Jason.
He a monster. Got a 0. I feel it, my brother.
The other guard, standing 6'5", number 69. Number 69.
Time, Miles. You guys.
Another round of applause for the Boston Celtics.
Happy Friday night, everyone. Here are the starters for Charlotte. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Josh Okogie. And it's Williams in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Celtics, the core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. MP is out there with Drew Holiday. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a 3-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. A nice shot by Tatum.
You have got to be in Tatum's space. This guy is such a terrific range shooter.
And it's the Hornets ball. It's a 3-point game. Ball with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Down low. Here's Miller. Boston pulls it in. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Yeah, what vision from Holiday. Seems to have a knack for getting it to his guys in great spots.
And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age with free agency, with more salary cap restrictions. It's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Now here's Miller. He had 19 points in the win against the Raptors in Toronto.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
Porzingis against Williams. Holiday passes to Porzingis. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Porzingis has got his second bucket on the night.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
They just couldn't get it done against this team last time. Their starters got into quick trouble because of some cheap fouls.
You know, you try to establish consistent substitution patterns. It helps you stay in a rhythm, and they had to go to their bench much too early.
Now Ball. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
A huge sigh of relief. 1 for 5 now. Let's see if they can keep it going.
On the wing, Tatum. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. And there it is for him. MP's got 5.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Miller outside. From 12 feet, he hits the back iron and sinks it.
Boy, you just see the mid-range confidence for Brandon Miller. That's a huge part of his development.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. That's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
And here's Charlotte now, following the bucket by Boston. Here's Okogie, and a two-handed jam!
Well, be aggressive and leave, no doubt. Josh Okogie up on the finish.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
MP, that was good.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Ball with it. Yet to see a basket. Up top, Miller, defended by Brown. Pass to Okogie. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's MP. Porzingis. It's good on the putback.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
36 seconds left in the opening quarter. Ball outside. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's White. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. And the basket by MP.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Ball taking his time here. Charlotte, no good that time either.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. Boston shooting their first free throw tonight. And that one falls for Tatum. There's 6 seconds left in the first. It'll count. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finish the quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's the Boston Celtics, a sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
It's Tatum at the 4 with Horford at the 5. Derek White out there with MP. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. The Hornets are in the midst of a playoff drought. Their last appearance was 2015, Doris.
Yeah, B.A., that's the longest active streak in the league, not something you love to be associated with. And listen, like other organizations, they've hit on some draft picks, they've missed on some draft picks. A lot of the problem has been injuries that have plagued this organization.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Salon. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, Doris, you look at the criteria for traveling in the NBA. You think it's... Through the first half, a pretty...
That's the end of the first half. With the score, the Celtics 70, the Hornets 34.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. How about Derek White really making a difference here?
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
On the court for the Hornets. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams in at the 5 spot. Now here's Brown. Stripped it away. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Magic was a man on a mission. He ended up with 23 points, and he was red hot from beyond the arc, raining down a ton of threes. He had more than his fair share of ink on the scoreboard. I'm sure he wants to repeat that tonight, too, guys.
And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Here's Ball, following the bucket by Boston.
Boy, what a nice find from LaMelo Ball. You can tell this guy loves setting up his teammates.
And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage at his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
And here's Charlotte now, following the bucket by Boston. Goes back up. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Holiday finds MP. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
From Drew Holiday.
Holiday's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Ball against Holiday.
Boston foul, number 69.
And the Celtics making a change here. Kane is checked in. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Charlotte.
Substitution on the court.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Tatum against Bridges. Here's Miller. Charlotte, no good that time either.
I'll tell you, feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
They haven't missed a beat coming out of the locker room. A perfect 4 for 4.
And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Can they get it? Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Well, LaMelo Ball in the catch and shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
Tatum against Bridges. MP outside. From down in the low post, it goes. MP's got 19 points.
He's just so hard to check. He can turn you one way, then use the spin move to make you look sad.
Miller against MP. Miller outside. Clock at 6. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Porzingis.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
And is blocked.
He just continued to work for the block. Miller not letting up an ounce of effort.
A big group substitution here for Boston. Cornette's checked in for Queta. Horford comes in for Kristaps Porzingis. Hauser, he's checked in for Tatum. And Derek White subbed in for Drew Holiday. Charlotte is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. For 3. Salon, no good. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Kicks it out to MP. White, the pass to MP. Oh, trying his luck from deep. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Here's Smith. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup. Smith's got 10 points in the game.
If Smith plays bigger than his size, he's got great bounce, and it helps him make plays there on the inside.
Hauser can't get it to go.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Smith no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
On the wing, MP. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Ball no good. Boston on offense. They're on a 16-6 run. Pass to MP. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. For 3, Smith. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's the Boston Celtics destroying the competition as they end the quarter with a colossal 40-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back to the game after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got MP, and it's Craig in at the 4-man position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And the basket by Shireman.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Pass to Diabate. Here's Jeffries. And he goes in for the dunk.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days...
All right.
Teams will make substitutions. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Craig, good. Craig's got 6 here in the quarter.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Celtics.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution.
Oh no. Damn, why you hustling? So I'm remembering as I am moving. Believe I fly. Where would I put them if I were this guy? Gotta look so far into the sky. Oh,
No, that is not how this works.
so that ass works. I'm telling you how that ass works.
Thank you.
Cool.
Water.
Oh, oh.
So the reason I was late is because I had to go back to find the vape. Also,
Yeah, no.
I found out I had it on me when I was folding the blankets and it fell out. So I was bending over.
Thank you.
No one can take it from me, Bambi. No one can take it from me, Bambi. Look what I got.
Stick that.
I don't know how to do tricks.
Damn. Yeah, that's right.
What are you doing? Guys, stop.
Let go.
You let go.
That's fine. Hmm.
Sorry.
Sorry. Oh, whatever.
No more bugs? No more bugs? Tell me now before I get undressed.
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah. I don't know. That's good. That's right.
Can you clip me back up?
Oh, bunch.
Can you clip me back up? What? Why? Not by melon. Or you could break down the wheat.
I heard wrong, father, so you're not doing it wrong. Wrong, get. Coach Tice.
You can't do that to me.
I like that.
You cannot hit my tits.
Huh?
You cannot hit my tits.
I can't.
You cannot smack them the way you just did. Like how I smacked yours, you smacked mine. You're double in a row. No, but you ended up hitting me. But you can't hit my tits like that. I'm gonna get breast cancer.
Go on, please.
That's how it happened.
Go on, please.
I had somebody punch me in the tits.
And you got breast cancer, thank God. Go on, be calm. Bitching your chest.
Is it really your chest if you have developing boobs?
You don't have boobs in the chest.
They want all my chest, but I have like little. I have those sports bras.
This little sports bra right
Yeah.
It's chest.
I know chest. Now when you go like this, it's little booby.
Hurry up.
Little booby.
So I gotta take you on the balcony. So I try to take you. I'm learning that. I'm trying to learn how not to care about you. I'm trying to learn how not. First thing you say.
Everything was absolutely on point.
And so they powered through to their 51st win of the year.
And they've now won themselves a 2-1 advantage in this season series. We'll see if it's the same story when these two meet one last time.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Derek White.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Second personal foul, third team foul.
That free throw misses.
At the line, number 69. At the line.
Good on the second one. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Ball no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Holiday passes to MP. He shoots it. The open J off the mark.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Well, folks, that's going to do it.
Student make 1,000.
Doris Burke, Alex. LaForce and Grant Hill and all of our crew. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this.
All that right there. All that right. 25. I didn't get none of that. Really? Really? I didn't even get $1,000. Really? Really? Irritation. What's the next thing I got to do? Team practice. Oh, and then we're done? We fight the Charlottes again, then we done? No. Oh, hell, Harriet. Please, we gotta lose and we gotta win. That's it. The Lakers are back in the running, bro? Nah, really? Crazy. We just knocked out the Hornets. All right, later days.